Thank you so much for joining this channel. And this is a series that I'm working on right now. That is Microsoft AI Cloud Foundry, building agents, building GenAI apps. Okay, that is the actually goal of this, the new series which is started already, and the two videos already being published. So if you go over there, there is a one Azure AI Cloud Foundry deep dive. So in the Azure AI Cloud Foundry, we already released two videos. One is with the basic understanding of what is Azure AI Cloud Foundry, what is agents, models, evaluation, guardrail, okay, everything, whatever actually required to build a enterprise agent. In the day two, we did created a fast AI agent. That is, I'm just taking a use case of HR leave assistant. This is a pure basic agent. How to create an agent, how it actually respond based on the system prompt and user prompt that we discuss with a little bit of memory, but there is no other details like there's like evaluation guardrail, so that will be covered next or in the upcoming series. So today's focus is creating a the same thing, right? The whatever we have done in the day 2, that will be upgraded to day 3 as a RAG system. Okay, so in the day 2 what we have done, we have actually uh, asking the question to the LLM like what is the leave policy, how we can take a leave. But LLM can only be trained with the general data, non-sensitive data, so that it can perform or behave accordingly. But it don't have any company specific data. Suppose you can get details about the India or any country level, that is open. But if it is specific to the company, or you can say from your knowledge base, then you need a RAG system so that LLM don't hallucinate and it actually refer the document which is attached, and based on that it actually frame the response. Okay, so that we will check, and also we will check what are the things required actually to build a proper agent, okay, as a RAG, and also use some of the Azure services. So this is already done in the last series that I have already discussed, using what is agent builder, deployment, instruction memory, but there is no other Azure services, no other guardrail, nothing is there. So in this series I am doing a connecting enterprise data. As I said, that now the leave assistant agent will work with the grounded data or the private data. It is not that something what is being trained with the LLM that will be referred. But in order to build that system, you need a couple of services which will actually help to design the drag. See, in the chat GPT, you can directly go into the chat and you can attach the document and it will automatically start working. That is already being given. But when you are building the RAG system, you need couple of services which will actually help to build a RAG system so that it works like a RAG as per the RAG architecture. So just keep in mind, I am using Azure Blob Storage, Azure AI Search, Azure OpenAI, Foundry IQ, okay, and knowledge base. So when and what, how it will be used, you can get it when I go to the entire session. So let me give you some idea that RAG, we are seeing in order to RAG, definitely you need some database, or you can say the data source. And data source may be a blob, it may be SQL API, it may be OneLake, SharePoint, anything can be happen. And this knowledge base we need to create, a knowledge base will be connected to the agent. And AI search is required, Foundry IQ. So this diagram will help you to understand what are the things are required and how they are interconnected, that we will discuss in the when we go the rest of the documents. But if you understand some sort of document data is needed to build a RAG with Foundry IQ, without which it will be like a previous demo. Normal, it will be dependent on the LLM. So what problem we are solving? We are solving that we have 2-3 documents, HR policies, employee handbook, okay, and this holiday calendar. So that these are the documents already available with the company, and LLM, and when user will ask any question for a specific employee of a specific company, so this document will be referred before giving answer or responding by the LLM. So without the grounding, the model is hallucinate. Internal procedure I don't have. I have even I mentioned. So only I am keeping these three documents. So what is RAG? Request Retrieval Augmented Generation. So you have to retrieve. You have a document. You will retrieve. Then it will augment, and then you will generate. Generate means what? LLM will be given a prompt with the RAG on the document information, and based on that, this RAG will work. So user will talk to the agent. Agent will search. User will ask some question, right, to the agent. Then agent will search the enterprise document, and it will get some data from the grounded response that you already shown. Grounded response will come from these areas. So it is not only a agent to be demoed. It need to be that you have to show that the blob storage also, because blob storage will hold those documents. These three are the documents which will be holded, and then we will do the setup. So let me show you that what it is. First, the blob storage. I am not doing the demo at the end, because this is a little bit connected, right? So better while going through the document you understand what we have done. So you can see that we have a HR documents, Azure storage. Go to the blob container, HR documents. As I said in the document that we have a three document, that a document has been placed. Let me open this. Small document. Why I am opening this? So that when you actually make a query, you will check whether the data is coming from here or it is coming hallucinating. This is holiday calendar. This is employee handbook. This is leave policies. Okay, so you got that first point of the demo, that these are the information will be, you will help in the grounding of the information. So blob is created, HR documents, HR documents. I have mentioned 2026, but yes, the same thing. Hyphen is not taken, so HR document 2026. So this has been done. So next is Azure AI Search and Search Index. So let's go to the Azure AI Search Index. So Azure AI Search, let me open this. In Azure AI Search, okay, this is I mentioned. Okay, Azure HR Search में Azure AI Search. Okay, this hyphen is not taken, so removed. And then we'll see. First, this has been created. Next is Search Index. So let's see if it is can be visible from outside or not. Okay, that you can use from this, search add index. So we have created one index, rag this search index. We have created now data source. So AI is connected to the, you know, so Azure AI says the data is where? Data is in the Azure storage, and search index is actually help you to search and everything, right? So search service will connect it to the Azure AI blob. So how we have done that? This is RAG data source. So you can see storage we have taken, HR document we have taken, and this is connected. Azure AI search. Indexer I have shown. This indexer has been created. See, this indexer is linked to the data source. So data source we have created, and this indexer also linked to the data source. Index, data source, skill set, but this is important. So now this has been done. Forget about this name because this hyphen was not taken. Now we have to create a Azure Open AI resource. This we have so far we have done Azure Storage, Azure AI Search, Azure AI Search Index. Now Open AI. Why Open AI is required? Because this will help you to get those model, right? Specific model, text embedding model, which will actually break the data. I will explain you. Let's first see that. So you can see that is model catalog. We have chat assistant. What has been done from here? Let me show you that we have taken two model. One model actually which will use for text embedding, that converting those uh, data either from the user point of view, what user is asking question, that is also data, and the data from which the answer will come, the data source, both need to be chunked, and that chunked data should be converted to the vector database, because computer only understand numerics, right? No English language. So that text embedding will help, and GPT 4.1 is our original LLM, which will actually give you the final response. So that is the purpose we have taken. So we mentioned over there deployment model. The Azure AI Search is currently asking for embedding model deployment, which comes from the Azure OpenAI. So now overall understanding so far, Azure Blob Storage for documents, now name already changed. Azure AI Search is the search engine that already create the document, create searchable index, keyword search. There are different search, keyword search, semantic search, vector search. We already created AI search index. OpenAI is for the model purpose, because without which we cannot convert the data into vectors. And Azure AI search index, database of searchable content, that RAG. So how it will be happen, we will show that. So overall you understand that we have uploaded the document, we have stored into the HR document, then the search indexer will come, because this is attached with the blob storage. Azure OpenAI will actually, take those chunk and convert into the vector, and then Azure AI search which will actually keep those vectors through using the vector database, and then when the user will talk, then it will take a help. So let's see where is the vector database. It should be there. Let me check where I have created data source. We have indexes. This is our, forget about this. This is our index. Okay, and let me check here. Okay, so we'll check. So hope you understand that what we are trying to do. So let me tell you that from the diagrammatic point of view, that file we already shown we are uploading over here, right? Then once you upload it, this is AI search indexer will read the file because we already connected, right, search indexer with the blob storage. It automatically read the files. Once it is read the files, it will extract the contents, right? Then the same content will be chunked, splitted into the different chunk. Okay, splitting. Okay, say for we have three document. Now I am showing only one document, and once this is done, then Azure OpenAI, the model we have already deployed, right? So that model will actually pick up those chunk and put into the vector. Otherwise, how it will understand, right? So it will be dropped, and then this the information, vector information, metadata, everything will be sent back to the Azure AI Search. So this is from the background preparation where the data is private data, company data put into the Azure AI Search with the help of search index and OpenAI into a vector embedding. Now question arrive. This is I already have discussed what is the purpose of everything. Just check it. Real data, search index, right? Now from the user point of view, the user asks the question, see the data already been stored into AI search, right, as a chunk, sorry, as a vector, metadata. Now you are asking some question, how many annual leave? So that will go to the OpenAI, right? Because OpenAI need to convert this also English for them, that's like a document. Once it is converted, then this data will be sent to the Azure AI search. AI search will already have, right, this original documents vectors, so that will try to match the information. Wherever the data is match, those chunk will be again sent back, right, from the vector index. And then finally the OpenAI for GPT-4o will be connected with the original prompt and this chunk data, and the final answer will come. So that is the beauty of the RAG system. So knowledge base I will show you. Now go to the agent. So here this is we have used for this that previous day, and now I am using this one. So you can see some couple of things are there. So text embedding model we have taken 4.1 GPT. Fine tune and everything we'll discuss later. So let's understand the knowledge base. Because when you are asking the question direct to the agent, right? Agent will internally talk those things. So knowledge base. What is knowledge base? See, this Azure AI search index has been connected over here. And Azure K search engine is actually working with a RAG that you already shown, right? So this way, and this RAG is linked to the Azure AI Search and your Azure storage. So this way the information is coming. Okay, this is the knowledge base. And in the agent we have already mentioned UI leave assistant, follow the leave policy, use company tells. You never answer from your knowledge or training unless it's a general question, very general. You must always answer from the knowledge base before answering the question. Don't hallucinate. Never invent any HR policies. It should be from the document. If the knowledge base doesn't contain the answer, respond with I don't have. Keep the response. So this is the user plus system prompt because it will be work like a this is a system prompt and this is user prompt being given to ChatGPT and it will use this knowledge base. Knowledge base is you will use the Azure's the search index, AI search index. Search index will actually refer this actual RAG what we have created and that internally talk to the Azure storage. So this is where the data will come and let me check one more thing. We have discussed data source. If we go to the storage, let me check anything we have done extra step. Container we already talk. Okay, so finally that the extra, not extra actually, that is important thing need to be shown to you. We talk about that chunking of the data. So again, I'm just reiterating the final one. Search document. It will go to the that it will read by this Azure AI indexer. It will convert into the chunk. This chunk will be sent to the Azure OpenAI for conversion to the vector, and the vector embedding will happen. And this will again go to the that AI search index. It will be stored. And now when the user will request anything, so that will definitely it will come to the agent. Agent is connected to the knowledge base Foundry IQ, and this knowledge base internally called the Azure AI Search, which is a vector search, and it will match that the top level chunks because you have this input chunk also and the chunk already stored into the Azure AI Search, and whichever actually matching, so that will again assemble the content again send to the Azure OpenAI GPT model. GPT model will give you the response. So this is the overall structure, but this chunking part I want to show you that if you go to the index, go to so indexer is Azure search index created, but indexes what we indexes, so that is 1 minute. Let me show you from fields. So we said we are chunking the data, we are converting to the vector, we have this information. How we will check that? We can go to the search for star, and if you put star, say for example, see we already shown that these policies documents and everything we have uploaded, so you can see that what the parameter I have chosen. Based on that, the chunk ID has been given, parent ID, chunk, title, and these vectors. So it is already there. And the moment you search it, it will give you the responses. Say for example, I will come to the demo now, one by one. So hope you understand this part. Final architecture, user will talk to the assistant agent. Assistant is Foundry IQ. Foundry IQ means This is Foundry IQ is the knowledge base. Okay. Foundry IQ. That will internally this is nothing but knowledge base is talk to the AI search is linked to the blob storage, and blob storage have the PDF. So this is the, so in the from the back side we are uploading the document and creating the index, and the on the front side the question is coming, they're also creating the index, everything help, taking the help of OpenAI, and that matches will happen, and after the match the same data will go to the this 4.1, and finally the response will come. So this is the overall, so you can see OpenAI and everything we mentioned, how OpenAI is working between them for conversion, how the, so there are two models. So Azure storage, Azure search index, Azure Foundry, Azure agent using the Foundry, Azure OpenAI, okay, all are involved over here to actually store RAG system. So knowledge, definitely we will do in the next. And one more thing, so without RAG, it is like a general. With RAG, actually it is giving search documents and this grounded answer. Now we will show this demo. Let's see it is how much it is working, but this is the way you can create a RAG system using Azure Cloud Foundry. So we'll show the verify the that AI search. So let's say remote work. So we'll go to the agent. I think this is 76116, right? We'll go to the demo. I think I need to remember where I have changed this. Not this one. Yeah, this is, we have this, right? Always remember and everything. So now this is agent, and what we'll try over here, AI search first. So AI search is this. So we'll put this remote work. Let's see. So employee handbook has this remote work details, right? 3 days per week. So 3 days per week is there. So it is referring. So at least when the request will come, it will understand which document to refer and the chunk of data. JSON view you can see from here. So vector search, semantic search, keyword search, many things are there. And then, so this is done. I am not testing this one because the video will be lengthy. Now verify the Foundry IQ connection. So agent and knowledge, that I already shown you. This is already connected with the knowledge source. Right, this is also we can check. Third is agent playground. That is the main thing because everything we have prepared. So this is the playground, I can say. So first question we will ask. Say for example, we can take what is the remote work policy, right? That we are trying. Let's see how much it is working. So remote work policy is mentioned in the handbook. The remote work policy for employee 3 days per week with standing working hours. For more details, please refer the employee handbook or HR. Because we mentioned if you can a general guideline, or if you have any doubt, then you can put HR because this is company specific data. So if we go to the next one, what's holiday occur in December? or maybe we can take, can I carry forward the leave? So for leave we have this policy, carry forward 5 days. See, it is adding this information, also is saying if you need any information you can talk the policy document and HR. And the last one we will try. So holiday list, we have something. So let's see whether it is working or not. In December, the primary holiday observed this Christmas. For a complete holiday list, please contact. So we can say at least it is working like a rag. Maybe we need a deep dive how we can make more fine tune and everything. Other things are there, tools are there. But at least in the previous demo, we have seen that based on the instruction, we are asking the question. There is no reference guideline for the LLM. LLM is hallucinating. But now we are providing the information as a grounded information so that we get a proper or refined response or valid correct. So if I try, let's say I'm asking something which is not in the document. Now let's see how it is working. Hallucination test. I'm not sure, but I'm trying. But if it doesn't work, don't that doesn't mean that it doesn't work. But maybe I have some fault. But I'll try because this should not. This is not in the any of the document. See, this is not working properly because the employee received 10 days. It is not mentioned. I don't know why it came from the information. So this is important to check why hallucination test failed. But we can try the last one. You also can try KY semantic search. Semantic means what? Keyword means if keyword is matching, right? But if something is related to the concept, say for example unused leave. Unused leave means what? Carry forward leave, right? It's an indirect question. I'll investigate why hallucination test failed. See, when I said earlier, can I carry forward? Then it is matching carry forward. But when I'm asking, can I use unused leave? That means also it's almost you are saying that you can carry forward. So that also it is able to understand. That is called semantic search. It is not a keyword search. Okay, that the this is things are close to that information. Okay, I hope you understand the rack system, how to build using the Azure AI services, how to prepare using Cloud Foundry, and maybe in upcoming series we will try to use coding. Here you know that code and everything get created automatically, so that we can do the same thing using the coding and with our own UI, not this, this Cloud Foundry UI, either using React or Angular or any other tool. Okay, so that is maybe not HR leave we will try, otherwise we will try something, uh, interview agent or any resume analyzer. Ultimately same thing is the rack concept. Okay, but since this series is only for Azure Cloud Foundry concept, so we are focusing on the Cloud Foundry rather than a use case mostly. We are trying to understand all the features. So we'll come up with the other things like evaluation is important, data memory, and we'll discuss in the guardrail and everything, right? Because we need to be very careful while sending back the response. It should not give you harmful or sensitive contents. Evaluation means it like a test drive before deploying. Memory, how much we are using, data source, how much we can use. So those fine tuning is not of the data, fine tuning of the model, how founding model behave, model give a structure response, that we can try. So We will try to complete it in the upcoming series, couple of series. Thank you.